All right, so now we're down here in the basement. You need to stick around and see how we take care of this. All right, I got my light set up behind me over here. You can see I got that set up, and I'm gonna go ahead and start getting some of the sanding done. All right, what you can't see here is the camera actually failed and had to get replaced, but there was some time-lapse footage here of me doing some sanding. So you're gonna have to just imagine sanding. All right, you see me sand the wall here, but what you can't see is I got it's sandpaper, it's 400 grit sandpaper, but underneath the sandpaper, I have a piece of just rigid foam. This just makes it so I can keep the edge a little bit flatter and I'm not getting finger grooves or anything in the drywall. All right, so let me get back to it. All right, when it comes to the corner right here, I'm not too worried about it because like I said, I'm gonna be getting wood that's gonna kind of overlap and I'm gonna make my corner that way. So let me show you what this looks like. That's what it looks like with the foam. So like I said, I'm gonna get a board and gonna be one here and one here. So you won't even see it anyway. All right, so we're all finished up with the sanding for now. I do have some more in the other wall, but I can't get to it yet. So as soon as I can, I'll get over to that wall and get that done. But for now, we're not gonna worry about it because I gotta move all this stuff. So we'll do these walls first, then we'll do those over there. For right now, before I go get a shower, we're gonna go ahead and get all this cleaned up. So I'm gonna get the vacuum, but I'm not gonna take you through that. You probably saw me do it, but I forgot to show why. You can see like here, I have these pencil marks that I put on the wall. What these are for is there's a scratch here. You can't see it without the light. Let me get the light and I'll show you. All right, now with the light shining on it, you should be able to see the scratch inside of there. So there's that one there that, you know, I wanted to touch up. And then over here in this seam, you can see there's a couple little imperfections there also. And that streak down the middle. And that's why I use a little light shine down the wall, because then you can see the little imperfections and then I can get those all taken out before we go to primer. Now we're gonna go ahead and get some of this stuff primed. We're just gonna use up what I have left. And I'll show you here what we got. I just got what's left of this one and what's left of this. So you can see it's not very heavy, so there's not a lot there, but we're gonna use that up before I get any more. I don't want to end up getting too much for the future because I don't really have too many more projects after this, so I'll probably just get a gallon and that'll be it. So let me get started with this. All right, you can see how much we got done. If you're eagle-eyed, you'll notice that this does have a little bit of a tint to it, so there was a little bit of paint mixed in with that. So it actually covered a little bit better, but I still ran out. So I still got to do all down there and this edge down here. But we're gonna have to go to the store and get some more paint for that. So since it's at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be going out today, so I'm gonna have to add that to another day. But we'll get the paint here soon and we'll keep going. All right, so this is a new camera we're testing out here. See, I got everything down in the back, but I did have issues with the other camera, so I lost a lot of footage. So now we're trying a new camera. Hopefully the audio sounds good on this. So what we're gonna try is seeing how this works. So you can see, I got all my primering done, all the way around the room to that corner, because I can't get over there yet. So everything else is done. Now we're just gonna let this all dry and we'll come back to here in like an hour or so. All right, so what I've come up with, what we're gonna do with this wall here is I still have the pegboard. You can see it here stacked up from, you know, when we had it on the wall over here. So all that pegboard that was on the wall is not going to be moved to this wall. But what I'm going to do is actually paint the lower portion so that way it's not going to show too much dirt, if that makes sense to you. But let me show you what we're talking about here. All right, so the pegboard is 4 feet wide. So what we're going to do is from the top, we're going to come down our 4 feet. So you can see, here's our line. So what we're going to do is actually at this point here, we're going to just call it even and go off of this and just go straight out on each side. And that's where we're going to make our line. Now I don't have a high-end laser or anything else, so I'm just using my long level, and we're just going to put it on here and level it just like that, and then we'll just draw a little line right at the edge. So now I know where I need to paint down to, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this wall marked up here. Alright, you can see I got this all marked on this side, and down on the other side is marked also. So now from there down is what we're going to end up painting. We're going to paint this a darker color, and this upper part is just going to stay a lighter color. Alright, you can see that it's not quite an even edge. To figure out how I'm going to fix that, you gotta watch the next video. So stick around for that one.